What are you doing? Test, test.
Can you hear that?
1, 2, test.
Oh, okay.
The way you want.
All right, thanks. Yeah.
Okay, so
we'll just unplug it.
so basically you plug it in, you hit play.
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
I'll just hold on with it.
Play is right there. Okay.
Texas at Austin. Let me just run through with you what's going to happen in a couple of minutes. President Gregory L. Fenves will be leading off this news conference. He will then be followed by Assistant Chief Troy Gay from the Austin Police Department, who will speak about the investigation. We will then be hearing from Bob Harkins, who is the Associate Vice President of Campus Safety and Security here at UT Austin, who will be talking about campus safety measures. And he will be followed by Gage Payne, that's G-A-G-E-P-A-I-N-E, who is our Vice President for Student Affairs here at the University of Texas at Austin. They will also be joined up here by Joe Ortiz, a commander from the Department of Public Safety, and Ruben Puente, the Assistant Director of the University of Texas System Police Department. It's Ruben is R-U-B-E-N. Puente, P-U-E-N-T-E.
How about Troy? Troy, the first one, please.
Troy Gay, T-R-O-Y-G-A-Y. The person after that is Gerald Bob Harkins. You can refer to him either as Gerald Harkins or Bob Harkins, H-A-R-K-I-N-S, Associate Vice President for Campus Safety and Security at the University of Texas at Austin. So we will hear from President Fenves, Chief Gay, Mr. Harkins, Ms. Payne, and then President Fenves will also be reading a statement from Haruka Weiser's family. After that, they will be taking questions. Obviously, this remains an ongoing and active police investigation, so they are going to be very limited in some of the issues that they're going to be able to address and the questions that they're going to be able to ask. Obviously, you guys will ask them, but I want you to understand in advance that they are very limited in terms of some of the answers they can give because it remains an ongoing investigation. There may also be video during the news conference, and I believe APD will be making that available afterwards or concurrently to the media, correct? Okay, so we'll get started in just a minute or so.
This is a tragic day for our University of Texas family as we mourn the loss of one of our own, Haruka Weiser, in a brutal murder. As a parent, this is my worst nightmare. As the father of two daughters who sent my kids off to college, expecting them to be safe, I really understand Haruka's parents who sent her from Portland, Oregon to the University of Texas and expected her to be safe, as does every parent of our 50,000 students. Haruka was a first-year dance major and a beloved member of the College of Fine Arts. She was liked and admired by her classmates and respected by her professors for her intelligence and her spirit. Our university was made better by her presence, even though it was for such a short time. To our students, you expect and deserve to be safe. Let me repeat that. To our students, you expect to be safe on our campus. And as president, I am taking steps to achieve this and improve safety at the University of Texas. The extra patrols that I directed 2 nights ago are ongoing. I've instructed the university police to take steps to expand and oversee the campus Sure Walk program to escort students across the campus. And this morning I asked the Director of Department of Public Safety, Director Steve McCraw, to have his agency conduct a comprehensive safety and security review of our campus. The DPS review will include video monitoring, outdoor lighting, building security, and other aspects of campus safety. I am prepared to take concrete steps to implement the findings and recommendation of the DPS review. The unimaginable brutality against Haruka is an attack on our entire family. Law enforcement is doing everything they can to bring the perpetrator of this heinous crime to justice. And to give you an update on law enforcement efforts, I'd like to introduce Chief Troy Gay of the Austin Police Department.
Just want to say is that on behalf of the Austin Police Department, we want to extend our deepest condolences to the Weiser family and the University of Texas, and this also affects our Austin community because we are a family together, and this affects all of us. Wanted to thank everybody for being patient. I know that we wish that we could have come out yesterday, but we felt that it was very important that Haruka's family be notified and that we're able to provide you all the information that we're going to do today. I also want to thank UTPD, the men and women that are here today, the other law enforcement agencies, the Department of Public Safety, the Rangers. I cannot tell you the support that the University of Texas has received from the community of our public safety partners to all come to bring justice to this case. As it's been mentioned, that this is definitely a tragic event for everyone. And as the president, I too am a father. I'm a father of a freshman at a different college, and I can tell you that all of us are very saddened in this event. I would also like to say that our thoughts and prayers go out to the family and everybody, because everybody in this community is affected. As the president mentioned, is that I can tell you that the Austin Police Department can confirm through the medical examiner's office that the identity of our homicide victim is Haruka Weiser, female, date of birth 6/20 of 1997. What I'd like to do next is I'd like to sort of walk y'all through the investigation and where we're at today. Is on Sunday night, April 3rd, 2016, between 9:30 and 9:45, is Haruka was seen leaving the drama building here on the University of Texas campus. She had communicated with one of her friends, so we were pretty confident that and knew the direction that she traveled and the way that she traveled back to her dormitory. She never made it to her dormitory that night. Her roommates called the university police department and actually reported her missing on Monday around 11:30. The police department did everything they could that day to try to locate Haruka, talk to her roommates, her friends in reference to the normal protocol that they would take. And on Tuesday morning, they conducted a more thorough search, and they found her remains in the Waller Creek area. At that point, we did have a suspicious death is the university department did call the Austin Police Department for assistance, as well as with the Department of Public Safety, and I can tell you everybody in this case stood tall and wanted to come and help. An autopsy was performed, and the medical examiner has ruled that this is a homicide. At this time, we do not know the identity of the suspect, and we will definitely need the support of our community. Law enforcement is but just a few individuals as compared to the larger population of our Austin area, and I know that once we provide you with information, which I will do shortly, is that we know that the public will step up as they do in every case and help us to identify who the suspect is. I would like to say is that we would like the students and the faculty to continue to have a high degree of awareness and vigilance until our suspect is arrested. The police department, as well as so many entities that are here today, will not rest until the suspect is arrested. And at this point, I would like to show you a short video, but our detectives are asking if anybody, once you see this video, has any information to the identity of the suspect, to call our APD homicide hotline at 512-974-5372. And at this time, I'd like to cue up the video. There you go. That is our person of interest. As you can see, is that the campus is still very active at this time. There's a cyclist, there's other individuals walking in the area. We show this only to is that if you were in this area and that you witnessed anything and have any information to please call the tip line. This is not the specific bite, but we believe this is very similar to the one the suspect was driving. As you can see that we have several entities that have already put together a total of $15,000 for a reward for any information that would lead to the arrest of this individual. I believe that is it, correct? All right. Thank you. I think that were they going to put up several ways that, no? Okay. After this is that we'll be providing you many ways that you can actually provide. I gave you the tip line, but there's also ways that you can anonymously report information through our Crime Stoppers, through our APD mobile app. So there's many ways that an individual can provide our department information. Again, I just want to reiterate that all of our public safety agencies are working very, very closely together. We're working with the UT systems to clearly bring justice to the family, to our community, to the University of Texas, which is deserved in this case. And so our thoughts and prayers again go out to the family, the university, our community, and with that, thank you very much.
My name is Bob Harkins. I'm the Associate Vice President for Campus Safety and Security. And what I'm going to do is try and walk through the procedures that we've taken on campus to increase security awareness and increase security on campus. A reminder to the whole campus community that we live in a community of about 70,000 people. There's a lot of people. There's a lot of activity going on at all times. Like any community, our goal is to have a safe community. Based on what we do in the normal day's activities with our police force, we also ask, as the President mentioned, and have received a lot of augmentation from other agencies. To date, UTPD has increased their walking, bike, and vehicular patrols on campus, working 12 hours on and 12 hours off. The Department of Public Safety has offered up and provided us 20 officers, 20 troopers each day with mounted patrols, and hopefully you've seen some of the mounted patrols around campus, as well as bike patrols and vehicular patrols. The Austin Police Department has also offered 20 officers that are visiting on campus or patrolling on campus with mounted patrols, vehicular patrols, and bike patrols, as well as some of our surrounding off-campus areas that are close to campus. We worked with the College of Fine Arts to take care of some of their special needs that they have, and we will continue to do that. Even with all of these measures, the Department of Campus Safety, Security, and UTPD can't do and make campus safe without each and every member of the campus community. To that regard, I would remind the campus community to please do not walk alone, walk in groups, especially at night. Use SureWalk, sponsored through student government this time, but as the President mentioned, we'll spread that out to University of Texas Police Department. We have a system of blue lights around campus that are emergency phones that if anybody feels unsafe or needs assistance, activate those 150 blue light phones around campus. They go directly to UTPD and have a geographic location on them. They can identify where the person is at the time. I would ask you not to walk distracted. I think we all around campus to know what I'm talking about in terms of walking, concentrating on my phone, my earbuds in, and I don't know what's around me. So if we could make certain that we are staying aware of the surroundings that we're in, it'll be much better. At night, walk on lit paths and sidewalks. Don't take shortcuts through dark areas. In essence, do smart things. Don't do the expedient things, do the smart things. Well, there's a lot of safety tips that are on UTPD's website, in our Be Safe website that will give that and other tips. I know there's been a lot of talk amongst the students about safety apps for cell phones. If you go to the Student Affairs or to the Emergency Management page, you'll see a list of those apps that if you want an app, you can certainly survey what those apps can do for you and be able to use them. On behalf of all of the members of the campus safety and security community, we express our regrets, and our thoughts and minds and prayers are with the family. Thank you very much.
My name is Gage, Payne, Vice President for Student Affairs. And first and foremost, we offer our condolences to Haruka and her family and friends. One of the important things that I'm here to do is to talk about the resources that are available to support our community at this time. And perhaps the first and most important one is to know that you're not alone, to reach out and ask for help to a friend, an RA, a neighbor, and our resources that are available in the Dean of Students Office, our Counseling and Mental Health Center, all of our staff and faculty who will connect you with someone who can help you. A couple of important details. Tonight at 5:30, we will have a community gathering on the East Mall in Haruka's memory. For students who wish to use counseling and mental health services, they have extended their hours until 7 o'clock through next Friday. Additionally, there will be Saturday hours from 10 till 2 this week. Students don't need to make an appointment. Please just walk in. Please ask for help. We will take care of you. Students can also speak with a counselor 24 hours a day through our crisis line if that's necessary. Our counseling center is working specifically with the fine arts community, the residential hall community, and ask that if Haruka is involved in a particular organization and you would like some support with your organization, please let the Dean of Students or the counseling center know, and we will work to support you. Students need to know that this community is together, that we need to take care of each other, and that the resources are there for you. The most important thing you can do is stay connected to your family, to your friends, to your loved ones. Think about the safety tips that have been offered here today, and remember to use them. Again, we offer our sincerest condolences and encourage you to join us at the community gathering tonight at 5:30 on the East Mall. Most importantly, I think it's important that today we remember that Longhorns care for each other and for themselves, and each of us has a part to support each other today. Thank you.
My heart and prayers go out to Haruka's family. They have requested that I read a statement from the family to the University of Texas community on behalf of the family. Haruka Giuliani Tsunameni Weiser, our beloved daughter, sister, and friend, was taken from us too soon. We will forever miss her. The pain of our sudden and tragic loss is unfathomable. We are grateful for all the support, the kindness and prayers that have been offered to us. Words cannot express the outpouring of love we have received. Haruka was a passionate and dedicated dancer and a student. She was so happy to be a student at UT and was looking forward to the chance to perform again as a dance major. And she was declaring a second major in pre-med studies, too. She had plans to explore the world of medicine this summer and to travel to visit family in Japan. Although Haruka loved to perform on stage, she never sought the spotlight in her daily life. Perhaps the last thing she would want is to be the poster child for any cause. And yet, as we struggle to understand why she was killed, if her death can somehow make it safer for a young woman to walk home, it will all prevent another assault or murder. Then at least we could find some meaning behind an otherwise senseless and tragic death. To her friends, the many of the students at UT and her high school, in all the dance programs in which she participated, we are united in prayer for Haruka and for each other. No parent, no brother, nor sister or friend should have to face this kind of sadness, this kind of loss. Yet, many do. And now we have joined that family. At UT, Haruka did make many friends and received so much support from this community. We know Haruka would not wish for us to be stuck in sadness, but to keep living to the life to the fullest. That is what we will try to do in the coming days. And we offer our prayers and encouragements for you to do the same. Thank you for respecting our privacy at this time. From the family, thank you.
We can take some questions now.
Can you give more of a clear description of the suspect, or is it suspect or person of interest?
We'll call the person a suspect, and we will provide the information to you in the video feed, so you'll have this. We believe the individual is a black male, approximately 6 foot. And like you say, that's about all we have at this point. We clearly need the community's assistance in this matter of identifying this person. So please, if you have any information, contact our department.
How did she die? You haven't described the nature of her death and if she was violated in any other way.
Due to the ongoing investigation that we have at this point, we will verify that she was assaulted, but we're in the middle of an investigation right now, and we can't release any more information.
Can you clarify what you mean by assaulted?
We are not going to confirm that she was, other than that she was assaulted.
Can you talk about the time? I don't know if the video had a time on it, when you saw him first arrive and at what point he left?
The initial time was sometime before 10 o'clock, and then we see the individual a little after 11 o'clock.
Can you tell us where that camera was positioned and if you kept it on the
At that point, we would prefer, due to the investigation, that some of that information that is very pertinent to the case. So it did happen on the UT campus near the theater location that we mentioned.
Can you tell us if you recovered a weapon from the scene?
We have not recovered any weapon at this point.
Do you have any indication that it is a UT student as the person of interest?
No, we do not.
And are there any similarities with this attack to the North Austin serial sexual assault?
We do not believe that they're connected. Yes.
You had mentioned to students and staff to still be vigilant, but is there anything that leads you to believe that she was targeted, or was it just a matter of opportunity? And I don't mean to use that term, but I don't know what else to say.
No, I understand. I mean, clearly, I know that you all have a lot of questions. I wish that I could provide you with a lot of information at this point. We are very early on in our investigation, and just realize that any information that we provide you is information that we need to keep with our investigators to ensure that, I mean, the ultimate goal here is that we want to see justice. And to do that, there's just certain details that we really can't release at this time.
But stay vigilant?
I mean, absolutely. I think it was already mentioned here in reference to the things that you need to do as an individual to keep safe, whether it's on campus, whether it's on 6th Street, whether it's anywhere in our community, is that you should always be aware of your surroundings and be vigilant to what is taking place. Yes.
I have a question from parents. We've gotten concerns from parents that President Fenves has not sent them direct emails about what is happening, just the general, I don't know if you could address that for parents.
I'll make some general comments and then ask Vice President Gage Payne to give more details. So we communicate primarily with students and alumni. There is an informal parents network and Facebook. We have been utilizing that. We are in the process of figuring out how to communicate with parents more directly. We don't normally keep an email list for parents, but we certainly have heard from many parents, are responding to them and using the communication channels that we do have, trying to get information to them as quickly as possible. I don't know if you want to add anything.
It's really about the university community in general, that we use all the social media, Facebook, Twitter, of course. We have a Facebook page that's connected to our Texas Parents Association, but that's for people who are part of that. We also send direct information to members of Texas Parents. The broader Texas parents, we don't necessarily have the names and addresses of every parent on our campus, right? And so we use the multimedia to try to ask people to pay attention to all of those outlets, and that's the primary source of information. Quite frankly, it's not any different for the parents than it is for the rest of the community, and so keeping that as simple as possible is really part of the process. But all of those outlets are public. Our webpage, the news link on our webpage, are available to everybody, and we try to make sure that anybody who joins our community knows of those outlets to use.
Has there been any history
No, we have had no attacks in that area in any records that we have right now.
Any reports of suspicious activity?
Pardon me?
Any reports of suspicious?
To my knowledge, no. But that's a pathway that's dark, and oftentimes we find that perhaps our students, if they do run into somebody, don't really talk about it. They just move on with their life. So we keep trying to ask our parents and our students to report incidents so we can begin to understand more what's going on.
Where is the lighting that's going to be installed, and what is the scope of that?
What lighting is going to be installed?
The president mentioned that.
I think that what the president was talking about is that DPS is going to do a survey of the campus, the broad campus. We will then take a look at, one of the aspects of that survey is to look at the lighting, pathways, environmental, et cetera.
Very good, thank you.
We've got time for about 2 more
Where
questions.
exactly was that location? It was never revealed, the exact location where the body was found. Do you know that?
You want to handle that, where the body was found?
Can you repeat your question?
The exact location where the young lady's body was found, I don't think that's been disclosed. I think that's a very important piece of information for people to maybe avoid that area.
I think we will say that it happened in the Waller Creek area, but that's about as much detail as we'll provide at this time. Okay.
Exactly where was he in that video? He was right by the theater building, the film building?
When he's walking his bike up the hill, we know that he is by the stadium at that point, north side of the stadium, yes.
How long was he in that area kind of walking around? Was it
We believe that he was in the area at least on this day for a couple hours.
When she
Last
was
question.
reported missing on Monday, did officers or anyone try to re-walk her path that she normally walks, or did they walk by the street to see if they saw anything?
Do you want to answer?
We've got a series of protocols that we use, and you might find this hard to believe, we get a lot of missing student reports. Student goes to visit somebody, doesn't tell somebody, et cetera. So we've got a series of protocols that we go through, talk to roommates, talk to family, talk about any of the known travel points. We did visit that travel point, but we did not see anything when we did our initial walks.
When you say that travel point, you mean her normal route from her dance building to her dorm?
That's correct.
And did that include walking by the creek, or did she usually stay up on sidewalk? I'm just trying to figure out where you guys walk since you walk.
I don't know her normal route, but, we tried to talk to the roommates and visit with the other members to find out what she might have done and how she might have done it. And we weren't able to get an identification of an exact place until on Tuesday.
Thank you very much. APD will be making the information available that they released here. And if you go to the UT website this afternoon, we will have a copy of the family's statement available there. And that's the best source of information for any updates will be posted on our website, in addition to our efforts to reach out directly to the media. Thank you very much.
What was that video that the guy that we saw?